yeah, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he was good government. He was good government, not bad government. And he just wanted me to stay put, I guess, because he was, stressed about finding out, the reality of things. I get that part. I get that part. Somebody's dying in their soul. You see how it affects their body. That stuff will put you in shock and it'll overwhelm you. But, like, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, wherever that guy is, I took off as soon as I woke up. I took off. I mean, after that Circle K thing, you could tell the Circle K thing got to me. I just really don't like to be harassed or bothered anymore anyway. And I'm a dead God. I'm not going to fit in on a planet. And, I don't know what they're thinking to think that they can force me to fit in. I'm not going to fit in. But it's insane to make me keep killing and killing souls just to be safe or free, too. Come on. And that was another thing. I didn't talk about that with everybody. But as I get away from the stress of, like, it's always so fun to go to the TA truck stop, but not this time. I was real happy to get away from there. But as I got away from there, I realized, the United States is such a tyranny. And really, they really should just try to bomb me once and for all, or do some big, massive thing once and for all. And just realize that I'm God now and it's just over. And you can't do anything against God. I think the biggest problem is that they won't just wake up and let their brain soak in, you cannot win against God. Why? Because they did win against me. So now their brain just refuses to believe that you can't win against God. And they don't want to understand that whole when Jesus had to give his powers up and get crucified or lose the souls he had come down to save. And they don't want to realize the whole I came down from nothing to win from nothing against all bad once and for all, claim a victory and a crown and be God again. They don't want to understand that I'm God again. So you just can't win. So when you just can't win, it's just kind of a bothersome nightmare mess where you're just bothering a whole Thousand Palms city. And like destiny will always prove that God wins now. So, it's best not to bother people about anything anymore. Both to make themselves look less stupid all the time as the United States. And to just, realize that God is God. You can't do anything against God. And you can't do anything against any heaven unless they are stripped of their powers or intentionally give up their powers for some reason. Once they have their powers again, there's just no way to win. And I think that's their biggest, brain weird. That's their brain problem. They have to know that they're God and they're winning. But you're not God. You're delusional weirdos that think you're God because you did something really bad against a real actual God. It went to your head. And you guys are I think I'm God because I want to play God because I want a brain like I'm God. Weirdos that just won't admit that God's God and it's time to go back to those things. And it's like, and I don't want to be stuck in weird predicaments like that. I just don't like it. I just want to be footloose and fancy free. And speak the last message of the last real gods as we wind to the end of the world. That's all it is. There's a bunch of us gods. We're the last stretch of the last part of the end of the world. We're glorious years like the White Throne Judgment. The White Throne Judgment, us gods worked forever to get to. And I mean, we're just trying to be gods having a good time on a planet. We have scary things to say, but only if you're bad people, so just don't do it. Oh, well. What can you do? What can you do except try to explain that I will never do anything except be a god? I don't do anything but attack a soul, so just don't be a bad person. Don't ever get to be such a bad person I'd attack your soul. If you leave me alone, I pretty much don't do anything to anybody. I just say what I have to say on some video or in general, and that's all I do. I mean, I know if you don't want me to ever fight back, don't ever get aggressively abusive or inappropriate. I mean, like, everything is so simple. But the United States and certain people always still have to make it so all over the place when it's not. It's like, and see, this is what makes these bad feelings where I just want to get away from somewhere nothing is a happy or comfortable environment. It's like, you don't have to sit and make such an uncomfortable environment. Goodness gracious. United States and Dubai, you didn't win, God did. United States and Dubai, do something drastic that just proves I am God now and I will always win and you will never win. And remember that God's just God again. And that's just life.